Hello and welcome everyone to the week ahead commodity reports, where we of course will be reviewing the markets for the week ahead. Now historically, the final quarter of the year from October through to December, that has always been considered one of the most lucrative periods of the year for commodity traders. Based on how 2024 is already playing out, this should be no different. A long list of the world's most powerful Wall Street banks, from Goldman Sachs to JP Morgan to Bank of America, they have described the current economic climate as the golden age of trading. Now, of course, this comes as no surprise, given that the current highly macro-driven backdrop that is fueling one of the greatest wealth creation booms of our lifetimes, it is presenting savvy traders with back-to-back money-making opportunities. Data shows that 1 in 3 people, they have turned to commodities to capitalize on the biggest macro themes driving the markets right now. This includes the de-dollarization movement, which has seen gold purchases by global central banks exceeding 483 tons in the first half of 2024. That's officially the most on record. We have a global climate change crisis, which is sending agricultural prices skyrocketing to all-time record highs. We have the transition towards green energy and artificial intelligence technologies. This is already starting to play a critical role in supercharging demand for the world's highly essential commodities. This includes aluminium, copper, cobalt, nickel, lithium, palladium, platinum, uranium, zinc, and rare earth metals. We, of course, have escalating geopolitical tensions in the Middle East, which could rapidly push oil prices back above $100 a barrel. We have the November high-stakes US presidential election, which is now gearing up to be one of the biggest macro trading events of 2024. And just in case that wasn't enough, traders are now on the cusp of being gifted with even more money-making opportunities as we enter a new era of monetary policy easing with the global pivot towards lower interest rates. This comes alongside growing instability in China's economy. This is forcing Beijing to launch its most attention-grabbing economic stimulus package since the 2008 global financial crisis. The significance of the final 3 factors alone, this cannot be understated. That's because China's massive stimulus measures, combined with the rapidly rising oil prices, that could very quickly reignite global inflation, and at the same time when the US Federal Reserve is aggressively cutting interest rates. This cocktail of explosive events, it will be a license to print money. It will drive market sentiment over the next 90 days. In fact, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, and Bank of America, they have all begun preparing their clients for what they predict could be one of the most lucrative periods of the year. 2024, it will go down in history as one of the most profitable years ever for commodity traders. It is now the 4th consecutive year that has seen a total of 47 commodities, ranging from metals to energies to agriculture, notching up a series of back-to-back multi-year and all-time record highs. The short-term macro-driven trend that we're seeing right now, it can literally be summarized as buy low, sell high, rinse and repeat, do it all over again. You certainly cannot talk about commodities without mentioning energies, and that's because the escalating geopolitical tensions in the Middle East, they are dominating the headlines and whipping up an explosive money-making storm. Last week, crude oil prices, they notched up their biggest weekly rise in almost 2 years. This was on rising concerns that Israel or Iran, they could strike energy infrastructure in the world's most important oil exporting region. Brent, the global oil benchmark, that closed above $70 a barrel on Friday, up more than 8% following a massive 4-day rally, posting its biggest weekly gain since January of 2023. Whilst WTI crude oil, that surged $75 a barrel to score its largest weekly gain since March of 2023. The big question now, how high will oil prices go in October? Iran is the 3rd largest oil producer amongst the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, producing almost 4 million barrels of oil per day. Iranian oil infrastructure, including its sprawling network of oil fields, pipelines, storage tanks, export terminals, and processing plants, that may soon become a target for Israel. Ultimately, all of this means one thing. The Middle East conflict could impact global oil supply on a far greater scale than we've ever seen before. In light of the latest developments, there are 3 possible scenarios that could play out from here. Oil prices could soar towards $85 a barrel if the United States and its allies places new economic sanctions on Iran. Beyond that, oil prices they could hit a range of $90 to $100 a barrel should Israel strike Iran's energy infrastructure. However, the biggest and most significant impact will be disruption to flows through the Strait of Hormuz, dubbed the world's economic oil transit choke point. Technically, such a move would halt about a fifth of the global oil supply. Elsewhere, China's policymakers they are expected to unleash another round of bold stimulus measures this week as a follow-on to their most attention-grabbing economic stimulus package since the 2008 global financial crisis. According to the world's leading economist, the current uptick in oil prices, further combined with China's massive stimulus plans, they are the two key macro components that suggest a second wave of inflation that could be on the way. Extraordinary times, they definitely create extraordinary opportunities. If you've been kicking yourself for missing out on some of the biggest trading events so far this year, but you still want to make 2024 your best ever, now is the time to take action. With everything that is currently unfolding on the global macro front, 2024, it is now officially on track to be the Gold and Silver Club's biggest and most profitable year in our 15-year history. Our clients have already made in excess of 6, 7, and 8-figure returns, and we're only at the beginning of October. To put that another way, the majority of our clients at the Gold and Silver Club, they have already made more money this year than they made in the entire 12 months of last year. What we're seeing right now, it is nothing short of extraordinary. It's times like these, they create millionaires and billionaires out of regular people. Whatever long-term goal you're looking to achieve through trading, whether that's to create a full-time income, a second replacement income, or just to earn a better return on your savings, now is the time to take action. Right now, you have the opportunity to make the final 3 months of 2024 your biggest and best yet, which based on our research, it is going to be another blockbuster period due to all the current macroeconomic events that are currently unfolding. Definitely do not underestimate what you can achieve in the next 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or even 12 months from now. Here at the Gold and Silver Club, we're consistently banking over 10,000 points profit per month, which we have transparently documented through our weekly videos. If you're trading at one lot, that's $100,000, or if you're trading at 10 lots, that's $1 million. As you can see from our testimonials, the majority of our clients at the Gold and Silver Club are utilizing our proprietary research-driven trading approach. They have already made in excess of 6, 7, and 8-figure returns, and we still have another 4 months left to go. All of our clients have already been fully briefed, prepared, and ready to make the final 4 months of the year their biggest and best yet. If you want to join them in making the remainder of 2024 your best and most rewarding ever, go to jointhegoldandsilverclub.com now to learn how our mentorship program can take your trading to the next level. Time, it is the most valuable commodity that we have. Make sure that you don't waste it. So with that, let's move over to the charts. We'll talk you through exactly what we're looking at here as we head into a new week. Right now, it's Monday, the 7th of October, and currently we have crude oil trading back at $76.30 per barrel. Massive move that we've seen on this market over the last week. We've seen a breakout of 12%. October so far has definitely been Uptober here for WTI crude oil. We've actually taken the opportunity just within the last hour here to make sure to lock in per position 1,000 points on our trades here on oil. So far this morning, we banked 2,000 points profit with our clients at the Gold and Silver Club. You, of course, know that calculation. Every 1 lot contract that you would be trading, that's $20,000 of profit. Every 10 lot contract you'd be trading if you've also stacked into the position with multiple trades, which many of you have, that's going to net you $200,000 of profit. And right now, oil is still breaking out. Huge opportunities, as we discussed with you, over the month of September into October to continue to stack this trade under $70 per barrel all the way down to $65 per barrel. Every single one of those positions should be in profit for you, as it is for ourselves at the Gold and Silver Club. It's been an absolutely immense move to the upside. So well done to everybody who's capitalized on this. We've talked about it a lot on this channel. Massive opportunities on oil when it dipped sub $70 a barrel to build out the position all the way back down towards the swing lows of $65 per barrel. We've been banging the drum here every time oil has dropped back down towards those swing lows. Nothing more than a massive buy opportunity, and yet again we've got a windfall amount of profit here on crude oil. It is currently trading back at $76.32 per barrel. We've obviously seen a similar move here on Brent crude oil, which is up just under 11% on the month, heating oil, which is up 9%, and gasoline, which is up 9.3%. So back-to-back massive opportunities. The other trade opportunity that we've identified with you over the last couple of weeks has been to be buying the US dollar back down here at the 100 level. Yet again, back at the swing lows. You get the point. Keep it very straightforward. Keep it very simple. Buy low, sell high. Rinse and repeat, as Goldman Sachs have stated multiple occasions this year. We are now in the golden age of trading. This is where you can't be complacent. As such, this is why we're taking the opportunity on Monday to scale out of more profit here on crude oil. We still remain in our core position, but we've taken the opportunity to scale out of more profit here, 2,000 points so far on Monday morning. So again, just going back to the dollar index trade, this is a position we've got half a dozen trades on. Massive move on the dollar over the last week. If you go back, cast your minds back to this time last week, the dollar was trading back at the 100 level. We talked you through big opportunities to be adding and building this position at that 100 level. So what happened last week? We had both China and also Israel off on their public holidays every single day last week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The dollar went up exactly as we discussed with you. Such a simplistic opportunity for you to capitalize on. So yet again, alongside oil, we're now banking a windfall amount of profit on half a dozen dollar positions that we've got on the portfolio. As you can imagine, the euro absolutely tanked, the pound US dollar absolutely tanked, and the dollar slingshotted higher. And this trade idea again was against most of the narratives out there at the time, which were very dollar bearish after the Federal Reserve they cut rates and after the stimulus from China. A lot of traders and investors were expecting the dollar to keep dropping. However, this was the perfect opportunity for us to swoop in, build half a dozen positions, and the rest is history. It's been a windfall amount of profit here, yet again on half a dozen trades here on the dollar index. Now, other opportunities that we're keeping an eye on at the moment: platinum and palladium. Number one, platinum. If we were to see more downward pressure over the course of this quarter, taking the platinum price back down towards the price swing lows, especially if we continue to get a strong dollar, absolutely, I would be very interested in adding further positions back at the price swing lows. It is the same situation here for palladium as well. If it was to come back and revisit the price swing lows from August or September, definitely interested in this market. Now, it's possible, given the price structure here on palladium, that this is just a pause and a breather after the breakout. We actually caught that whole move with you where it broke out 16% over the month of September. We caught that breakout. We banked over 10,000 points profit with 5 trades here on palladium. It's possible you're getting a bit of a pause here before we then get another up leg here for October. However, I would very much welcome the price to roll back over, back towards the swing lows here to add further exposure to this market. Gold and silver, as you know, we maintain our core position on this market. Gold has broken out over 37 times to all-time record highs over this year. It's not a market that we want to be shorting. We just keep our core position on, and we see whether October can deliver further profits on our gold core trade here. Alongside that, we maintain in 2 long positions here on silver too. If, for argument's sake, we were to see some pressure here on the metals throughout this month, we will benefit massively with more upside here on the dollar index. We've got the oil trade still in play. And of course, we've got our gold and silver long positions to benefit on any additional safe haven bids that we may see for the precious metals, particularly gold, throughout this quarter and into the US election. Whatever long-term goal you're looking to achieve through trading, whether that is to create a full-time income, a second or replacement income, or just to earn a better return on your savings, now is the time to take action. If you want to maximize your money-making potential and thrive, not just survive in these fast-moving markets, then you need to adapt your strategy to the current market conditions. Most importantly, utilize a professional, research-driven, and artificial intelligence-powered approach. One of the biggest obstacles that holds back 99% of retail traders from achieving their desired success, it is not having access to the correct professional strategies, institutional level data, and cutting-edge artificial intelligence insights to make confident decisions with accuracy and precision. There is a massive gap between the top 1% of professional traders and the bottom 99% of misguided retail traders who simply rely on outdated technical analysis and gimmicky technical indicators that do not work in these markets. If you want to get yourself out of the bottom 99% and into the top 1%, who are actually crushing it and making 6, 7, and even 8-figure returns in these markets right now, then you need to utilize a professional, artificial intelligence-driven approach, or you'll just end up wasting lots of time, money, and effort, and you will have no results to show for all of your hard work. In these rapidly changing markets, you need to be constantly innovating and evolving. Technical analysis, Outdated technical indicators, they won't work. Those days, they're long gone. If that's all you're relying on, the odds are already stacked up massively against you. If you want to change your results, you have to change your thinking. If you want to learn our exclusive, data driven, and artificial intelligence powered approach that is never taught to retail traders, only reserved for professional traders in the banks and hedge funds with access to powerful game changing insights, including where the banks and hedge funds where they're buying and selling in real time, alongside the key liquidity zones, so you can enter and exit the markets with pinpoint precision. Further compound that with the fundamentals, the macroeconomics, the capital flows, the daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly real-time data-driven cycles and intermarket correlations. Then you need to join our mentorship program. Right now, we are in one of the greatest eras of wealth creation that we have seen. If you want to successfully capitalize on these huge money-making opportunities and build significant life-changing wealth, there's no better time than now. If you want to upgrade your income, you have to upgrade your skills. Never underestimate what you can achieve in the next 3, 6, or even 12 months from now with the right guidance and mentorship. Time is the most valuable commodity that we have. Make sure that you don't waste it. If you want to join our community of successful traders and take your trading to the next level, there is an opportunity for you to do so. As a member, you get access to our exclusive live trading room webinars. You get access to real-time trade ideas, access to institutional research and market intelligence, access to our private members academy website, and also support and one-to-one mentoring. For more information, just go to jointhelivetradingroom.com. The link is also below this report in the description. So just click on the link, make an application, and we will get in touch ASAP.